Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with a 3-minute daily dose of Torah. And yesterday we talked about this chain of tradition. And the last reference we have is the prophets. The prophets handed the tradition down to the men of the Great Assembly. We have no idea exactly what the Great Assembly was. Was it really as a synod that the people gathered, or they sort of as a period of time? It's easy to call it a period of time, that there were actually gatherings. It's hard to know. When did it begin? Seemingly, according to tradition, already in the time of the Book of Esther, that there is an Anshe Knesset Hagadolah that is extant in some way. There's the Knesset Hagadolah, Mordechai being part of that. We don't know exactly what to make of this, but so we have them. And the teachings that we have in their names, the earliest teachings, are these three. Heim Amru Shlosha Devarim, they, the men of the Great Assembly, they made sure to teach us three things. Always a phrase. They would say, when we're learning Pirkei Avot, one of the principles that I work with is this is what they were known to say. When you have a specific chacham who said, he said this, it means like he was known for making this case, for putting this out there. It's one of his classic teachings. So this is theirs. Hevu mitunim badin. You should be very deliberate in judgment. Veha'amidu talmidim harbeh, and support, build and stand up many students. Ve'asus yagla Torah, and make a fence around the Torah. Let's start with the first teaching, that you should be deliberate in judgment. That is understand the following. I'll read to you how Rav Kahati chooses to explain it. Don't be quick to come to your halacha conclusion and to make a decision as a judge or as a posek. Rather, you should always, whenever matter comes to you, if you heard it a million times, every case is slightly different. Every situation is different. The people in front of you are different. You should make sure that you do investigating when you need to. You should make sure that you collect your thoughts. The Pratei Devarim and all the details. Make sure you know all the factors that are involved in order that you could be able to judge the matter properly. One of the teachings that my grandfather of blessed memory, Rav Gedalia Aryeh Steinberg, would share, and it's something that perhaps you've heard before, that that the same chicken could have been brought by before the rabbi for a decision to be made about whether it was kosher or not, slaughtered, this blood, this, that, whatever, right? And that often the question is, how come this chicken yesterday, the same issues, when so and so brought it to you, you said you shouldn't eat it, it's not kosher, and then the poor widow came to you with it, and you said kosher. And the answer was that, right, I'm not just posking on the chicken, I'm posking on the individual. There's a whole story here. So the story will have impact on the chicken, but it's also how I make a halachic decision. It's a broader issue indeed. You got to see the whole picture, and that's what a true psak halacha is, the living Torah that we're already. Some is the very first teaching in Masechet Avot. Tomorrow we'll continue with the other two teachings. Have a good day. Please continue to study chapter 1.